Hey, I'm Brian Van, SportbikeTrackYou.com, and today we're going to break down the all-new Alpinestars GP Pro V2 TechAir compatible one-piece race suit. $12.99 is the retail for the GP Pro V2 as of the time we're shooting this video. This is going to replace, obviously, version 1. Don't take anything you know about version 1 and use that as a reference for V2 because this is completely redesigned. Even the fit pattern is redesigned, and we're going to talk about that extensively in this video to help you choose the right size for yourself. You already know, if you've come to our site, to our YouTube channel, we are big supporters of the Alpinestars TechAir system. The vest, I think, is the highest level of protection that's currently available for the sport that we've all chosen, right? So much so that I've got one, Jimmy Fox here has one, and my son Max is riding in one too. I believe it's that good. So with a suit like this that integrates with that, to me, that really takes the suit to the next level, because the heart and soul of it, if you want maximum protection, is going to be the fact it accepts that airbag vest. So who is this right for? This is right, I would say, for literally any level of racing, club racing. You could do Moto America stuff in this. You could do track days. Or if you're a street rider that just wants that one-piece suit, maybe you're doing some canyon carving out west, you want a good quality one-piece suit that is very mobile. And we're going to talk about the fit pattern a lot of this suit because it's special and it's even a little unique within their line. This suit is for you. Sizing, that's one of the areas these videos can be most helpful for if you're shopping for a new suit. In the Alpinestars range, I am almost always a 56 Euro. I've got a GP Tech V2 right now. It is a 56 Euro. It fits really well. So we brought in a 56 in this. We're going to show you how this suit fits me in a size 56 without the airbag and with the airbag, as well as how it fits me in a size 54 Euro with the airbag in it. We didn't shoot footage without the airbag. There would simply be a little more volume available inside the suit if I didn't have the airbag in it. Before I really elaborate too much, I would choose the 54 Euro in this suit. It is clearly the right size for me. Video Caleb is going to show you the different footages that we have of me wearing the two sizes, so you can use that to benchmark for yourself. What's unique here is the cut of the suit. It's heavily pre-curved in the arms, heavily pre-curved in the legs. And comparing this to some of the other suits in the range, I'm going to compare this to a real high-end $3,000+ Tai Chi 107 suit. The cut of the suit in the rear, right, in the seat and in that rear stretch panel is unique. When you have this thing on and it's fitting properly, you got a big saggy butt if you're just standing up and walking around. But the minute you get into riding position, what happens is, your body is in that position this was stitched in, and it fills it out just right. And for me, what it did is it pulled a lot less on this stretch panel in the back, which increased mobility on the bike. I love the cut of this suit. The legs especially heavily pre-curved, right? And they are just spot on when you get on the motorcycle. We get asked often, do I need to buy a different size suit if I'm going to wear the airbag vest? The answer is almost always no. Like anything, there are exceptions to the rule. And of course, our staff is always here to help you work through any fitment and sizing questions once you get the product for us. But the baseline answer is no, you would wear the same size. Before we break down the features and benefits, I'm going to just share my opinion of this suit. I really, really like it. Honestly, if I were Alpinestars, I would have just given it an entirely different name. The GP Pro, the previous version, it's a good suit. There's no doubt about it. But I think this one is so different, I would have made up a brand new name for it. I really like it. I think at $12.99, which is $50 less than the previous version, it is a quality suit. There's a lot of value here. The features, the benefits, the fact it integrates with the airbag is massive for me. like anything, it's not perfect, and we're going to talk about that and the features, benefits. You know, I'll find something I don't like the waterproof pocket they keep putting in the liner. I don't know why they still keep doing that. I actually cut it out of my liners and throw it in the garbage can. It's not perfect, but I really like it, and I really like this cut. I think for a lot of riders out there, this is going to allow you to get to that level of comfort on the bike that just helps you ride the thing better. Now let's break down the features and benefits of the GP Pro V2. Let's start off with the things that are included with it. This is the removable liner. You can hand wash this, mild detergent, line dry it, do not throw it in the dryer. This is different from what we've seen with some of their other models in that it zips in everywhere. Okay, they're not using patches of Velcro in the cuffs or at the ankles. It's zipped in, super nice. It does have some spacer fabric that's used in here. This can help maintain a pocket of air between your body and the shell of the suit to keep you cooler and more comfortable. In the back, it'll be negated if you're wearing a back protector or if you're using the TechAir vest. You'll see a similar material that is used down here in the lower legs. Pretty cool stuff. Here's that waterproof pocket. So I mean, if you need to put something in there that can't get wet, fantastic. That is integrated within the suit. Armor that it comes with. It comes with CE certified armor in the elbow forearm. This is nice stuff, right? Nice coverage area, moldable, flexible, comfortable. The warmer it gets, the more comfortable it gets. Knee and shin. Shoulder piece. I lost my shoulder piece, but I have found my shoulder piece. And the hip. This hip armor, when you first get the suit, and this is a tip, when you're putting the suit on, you want to make damn sure this stuff is flat. It has this tendency to want to, when you're sliding your legs in, to maybe want to roll on you a little bit. Just make sure that it's flat and you get it to pass like this so that it's resting on your leg and not actually folded over like so. It's really easy to do, especially if you hit it right when you're putting it on. There's a patch of Velcro in the suit too that also allows you to adjust this to really get the right fit for you, and it's nice that that's just included and integrated. If you want to install chest armor in the suit, if you're not going to use the airbag, it does offer the mesh pockets inside. You can buy the upgrades from us. They're about $40, CE certified, slide right in. Here is the race hump, not necessarily a piece of the armor, but it is a portion of the suit. Airbag vest. I mean, this is really it for me. This is I think a huge deal. If it's in your budget, highly recommend it. I've already said, I bought 2 of these things, one for myself, one for my kid. I think it's that good. I really believe in it. We've got enough history with it now. We've had people crashing in it, the thing's working, and they're super happy. I dig that. Very successful, very reliable. So not included, sold separate, but it is worth every penny and then some. This literally can be the difference between crashing, breaking your collarbone, right? I promise you, a broken collarbone 100% will cost you more money out of pocket than this airbag will. And the way this thing's set up, it's really lined up to help prevent that, and it's proven to be effective. Features and benefits of the suit itself. All of the leather you're going to see is race grade quality leather for sure. We have good perforation up in the upper torso. All the stretch fabric you see here is going to flow air, so it's going to have a reasonable amount of cooling. There's perforation here in the upper thigh, and there's some different areas where there's segmented perforation to help bolster the cooling effect that the suit offers. Things that are different with this, just to show this again, look at the pre-curve on that arm, man. That is massive. You got a replaceable elbow slider. If you can corner that low, we can get you a replacement puck. We have a little aramid fiber reinforcement here. This seam right here in the V of the elbow, that's one of the most vulnerable spots. They put a little reinforcement there just to help protect that area to a higher level. Stretch panel here. Stretch panel here. Shoulder slider. Tons of stretch fabric is used all the way from the cuff of the sleeve up into the neck, into the chest, allows room for the airbag to deploy, and a fringe benefit is just riding in the suit, the thing moves better on your body because it has to be able to accommodate for the expansion of the airbag. You see the stretch fabric is even spanning into the chest here. Something that I think is unique with this suit and that I haven't seen before is there is a lot of aramid fiber reinforcement. If you see this yellow fabric here, they've used this strategically in areas throughout the suit as an additional internal layer. This stuff is abrasion and tear resistant. This is basically what you would see in a lot of those riding jeans, right? The reinforced riding jeans. This is the fabric that they would be using internally to help reinforce the product. Now, if you look here, this is the shoulder armor, right? This is where it attaches. That is a piece of leather, right? And there's your pocket for your shoulder armor. And notice how that's kind of floating. They've done that in each of the armored areas of the suit. And what that allows to happen is the cup of the armor can kind of line up with your elbow or with your shoulder or with your knee. And this allows enough flexibility for it to kind of move around, and it just kind of dials right in. Additionally, this is another layer to wear through. A shoulder is for sure a crash zone, right? And this piece extends all the way down to about this portion here on the upper arm. So you've just got a lot of reinforcement in that area for abrasion. Moving down into the forearm, we'll just kind of fold that open real quick and show you it's the same concept there. There is that fabric. There is that piece of leather that the elbow armor actually slides into. It's in motion. We've got locking zippers here. There's a little mesh comfort fabric here at the end of the sleeve. Good quality zips. Inside the suit, there's your cable for the Magic TechAir Race vest. Here is the pocket for the actual race hump that I pulled out of it. You've got two pieces of Velcro here. I'll put this thing back together and we'll shoot a segment we'll include in this video where I show you how to put the race vest in. It's super easy, okay, but that's what those are here for. There is your mesh pocket for the chest armor if you choose to use it. Moving down into the suit to the lower extremities, here is the Velcro panel that accepts that hip armor. Right here, okay? Floating, so this is part of the drop seat. You need multiple layers of leather in the seat because that for sure is an abrasion zone, right? So you've got your external layer, you've got this reinforced layer that is stitched on the back of the leather drop seat, and then right here is that patch of Velcro that accepts the hip armor. You can see you're able to move that around to dial in the fit for yourself. So there is lots of protection that's built into that area. The leg. That is the absolute definition of pre-curve. That is 90 degrees. This is not built to stand up in, not built to look cool walking around in. With this suit, you're going to have a saggy butt. It's going to look a little different in the knees. And that shit all goes away the second you get on the motorcycle. This is probably one of the best legs that I've ever felt in a race suit. Man, I got on a bike yesterday and I'm like, wow, it was very impressive. Stretch panel there to help allow for additional mobility as needed. External knee slider, replaceable knee puck, with a little perforation down here. The previous version used a lot of foam in this area to bolster this, and it got bulky down there, and for some riders that was an issue. They shit canned that. That is now gone. We do have the calf expansion panel. If you have cankles like my little buddy Max Van does and you need to open this up, right, it's there and it is effective. The leg offers the same type of reinforcement that you saw in other areas of the suit. There is that aramid fabric. Here is the leather piece that actually attaches the armor to it, floats around. Tons of protection, a lot of stretch fabric used in the back of the leg. Flip this thing over. Race hump is hollowed out and channeled. That just allows a transfer of heat energy back in that area, okay? Massive stretch panels intersect with the stretch fabric back here. Large stretch here at the waist. This is the camo version, like a digital camo. Looks pretty. You can also see in certain areas of the suit, they have like this textured leather. That's to help, work with the bike to get you a little more grip in strategic areas. Just to help you use a little bit less energy when riding the motorcycle. The back of the legs. Tons of stretch fabric used. Quality locking zips. Okay, in this segment, we're just going to show you what it takes to install the TechAir Race vest if you've decided to make that upgrade and install it in your suit. Really simple process. We're going to begin. Let's identify where the cable is. This attaches to the LED lights you're going to see over here on the sleeve. Okay, so you want to find that, make sure it's exposed. Come back here to the collar of the suit. I want you to release the Velcro here. This flap, I want you to fold that out and then come back here and reattach the liner of the suit to the secondary patch of Velcro. Looking at your, and my vest is going to look a little bit different than yours. This is the first gen. They made a little update like Max's. It has a little pigtail that comes off the bottom. It makes it a little easier to plug it in than mine. So understand yours will be down here. Mine is up here. You don't necessarily need to plug it in right now. You can start off by just installing the vest into the race suit. In the sleeves, we have this long rectangular patch and a circular patch that need to line up with their corresponding Velcro patches in the sleeve. I like to grab the liner and give it a light tug out so I can clearly see it. And take your time here to line these up as closely as possible. You don't want to have big folds or anything like that in it. A little pressure on it, make sure that you have good contact there. And then I'll kind of slide the sleeve down in just a little bit, come to the circular patch. Once again, I want to be as accurate as possible. Good contact, I'm going to push that down in. Then we'll come over to the other sleeve and just simply repeat that process. The first time you do this, when you initially start working with the TechAir vest, there's a few things to get used to. You can probably tell now by the way I'm doing this. I've done it quite a bit at this point. I've got a couple of suits myself that I'm riding in that take the vest, and then Max's suits as well. Plus the videos that we've done. Line that one up. Slide your sleeve in. The one in the back here is really tall. You can see that. It's much taller than the one at the back of the back protector. This is going to allow you to adjust the height of the back protector to what's most appropriate for yourself. What I've found for me is I like it higher. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to engage this higher up on the patch to help raise that back protector. Once again, make sure you have good contact. Here's the part where now I'm going to go grab the harness. Plug that in. Yours is going to look a little different if it's newer. It's going to be down here, so it'll just be simpler. Tuck this inside of the suit. Let's go ahead and get the sleeves slid down in there, both sides. And now we have these color-coded zips. They're hidden under the lapel, one on each side. Super basic process. It's in there. This does come with a waist belt too. I'm not using the waist belt. The suits I have fit tight enough that I don't feel the need to use the waist belt. And then here is, of course, the closure in the front that would also activate the airbag, as you can see right there. I think we've covered it pretty well. I really, really like this suit. I love to see a company take a product forward and then take the price backwards by $50 and just deliver more value to the customers. I'm excited for this because I think it really complements their line. In their airbag ready suits, this is different from the GP Tech V2. It's pretty close to that one in all honesty, but the price is $600 difference, which is nice. When I look at the Missile suit, which I love, my son actually is riding in the Missile. I think that's a tremendous value at $1,000. When I look at this one now, I see the other $300. I look at it and I can see why a rider would want to reach for this as compared to the Missile. It makes a lot of sense to me. Can't wait to see this thing in action, get some feedback from riders who've fallen in it, which I expect is just going to be solid because it really looks like from the inside out. A-Stars did a great job with this suit. I'm Brian Van, sportbiketrackgear.com.